The Middle East is on fire, literally and figuratively. In an unprecedented escalation, Iran has launched a wave of missile and drone strikes targeting energy infrastructure across the Gulf, hitting Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE in what analysts are calling one of the most dangerous moments in regional history. Number 1. What happened? It began on March 18th, when Israeli forces targeted gas storage tanks at Iran's South Pars gas field, the Iranian sector of the world's largest natural gas deposit, shared with Qatar across the Gulf. The strike halted production at 2 refineries with a combined daily capacity of around 100 million cubic meters. Iran's response was swift and sweeping. Iranian forces fired missiles at energy hubs across Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Large fires erupted in Riyadh's industrial zone near Aramco facilities. 2 massive explosions from Iranian missile impacts were reported. Saudi air defenses intercepted 8 drones and a ballistic missile launched toward the eastern province. But the damage was done. Qatar was also squarely in the crosshairs. Iranian missiles struck Ras Laffan Industrial City, the heart of Qatar's energy industry, and home to the world's largest liquefied natural gas processing facility. Qatar Energy reported extensive damage and a fire at the site. The Qatari government described the attack as brazen, a direct threat to national security and regional stability, and ordered Iranian diplomats and military attachés to leave the country within 24 hours. In Abu Dhabi, authorities confirmed that 2 missiles were intercepted before reaching the Habshan gas facility and the Bab oil field. Number 2. The trigger: assassination of Ali Larijani. But to understand Iran's fury, you have to understand what came before the missiles. Ali Larijani, Iran's top national security official and one of the most powerful figures in Tehran's strategic leadership, was assassinated. His role spanned intelligence operations, defense planning, and high-level negotiations. His killing by U.S.-Israeli forces was seen inside Iran not merely as the loss of a man, but as a direct strike against the country's sovereignty and its regional power. Thousands filled Revolution Square in Tehran to mourn him. Long lines of mourners stretched for blocks. Chants of "Death to America" and "Death to Israel" echoed through the streets, grief rapidly transforming into a national call for vengeance. Iran's newly appointed supreme leader condemned the assassination as, quote, "a criminal murder and a direct manifestation of the hatred of Iran's enemies." He added that every drop of spilled blood carries a price, and that the killers would soon be made to pay it. Hours after the funeral, the missiles flew. Number 3, the strategic significance. The choice of targets was not random, it was calculated. Ras Laffan is not just an industrial city. It is the economic backbone of Qatar, a close U.S. ally, and a critical node in global energy supply chains. Hundreds of millions of tons of LNG are processed there annually, supplying natural gas to Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Even a minor disruption sends ripples across global markets, affecting LNG prices, oil, fertilizer production, and aluminum. Economists are already warning of potential shortages, price spikes, and cascading effects across supply chains worldwide. Iran's message was unmistakable. We can reach beyond our borders. We can strike the economic arteries of the world. Number 4, Saudi response. Saudi Arabia's reaction was sharp and measured. Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal warned that Iran had shattered whatever trust existed before the attack. He stated clearly that such strikes would bring Iran no gains, and that the pressure would inevitably backfire. "What truly concerns me," he said, "is ensuring that the relentless attacks targeting my nation finally cease." He vowed that the kingdom would utilize every lever at its disposal, political, economic, and diplomatic, to bring these aggressions to an immediate halt. He also noted that the timing of the attack, striking Riyadh precisely when senior diplomats were gathered for a meeting, was no coincidence. It was, he said, the clearest possible signal of how Iran truly feels about diplomacy. The flames are burning. The question now is how far this retaliation will reach, and how high the cost will rise. Analysts warn that Iran's strikes may not stop at industrial targets. Military installations, shipping lanes, and regional allies could all be next. The assassination of Ali Larijani has shattered a fragile calm, turning mourning into action, grief into retaliation, and a single strike into a potential regional crisis. The world is watching, and the Middle East cannot look away.